Exercise 1811 is using the material that we had picked up from exercise 18.9. So we're going to need, they tell us the fixed cost of $562,500, and it wants us to do a contribution margin income statement at break-even point. Now, by definition, break-even point is when the economic profit equals zero. I have no idea where that term came from. That's what it's called. So, let's figure out the sales. Going back to the information in 18.9, they told us that it was $180 per unit, and we discovered in 18.9 that the break-even point was 12,500 unit. So 180 times 12,500 units is $2,250,000. Alternatively, we could have done that with the break-even point in units or in sales by doing the contribution margin ratio. It gives us the same number. The variable cost, they tell us, were $135 a unit. And we're selling 12,500 units. So the variable cost total at break-even point is $1,687,500 worth of variable cost. That gives us a contribution margin of $562,500, which covers our fixed costs, so our net income is zero. Sometimes it's important to know how much above the break-even point you're operating, how safe you are. But more often than not, you'll want to know what's going to happen if your fixed costs go up or if you have a specific target profit. With any of these problems, what you'll simply do is take the break-even. You're going to be doing the same break-even calculation, but we're going to take the original cost, which was $562,500, our original fixed cost. They say in this case, what happens if our costs go up $135,000? What's our new break-even point? Simply add that and divide that by the contribution margin ratio of 25%. And at that new fixed cost range, if our fixed costs go up by the $135,000, our new break-even point in dollars will be $2,790,000. Now, you could also do the same thing in units to find out how many units that would be. You would do the same thing. You would take the 562,500, add the 135,000, and divide by the contribution margin per unit of $45, and that would give you the break-even point, or how many units you would need to sell to cover those costs. Now, this is saying if costs go up. You could also use that for target profit. If you wanted to make a certain profit, you needed to have $375,000 in profit, whatever. You would simply add it to the original fixed cost and divide by the contribution margin ratio. 1811, a good application of contribution margin.